Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program in Azərbaycan Televiziya with the major developments of this week. I'm Gülər Hətamova. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces İlham and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva planted trees on Cıdır plain and then met with the military personnel. The 8th summit of the Cooperation Council of Turkic-speaking states kicked off in Istanbul on November 12th. President İlham Aliyev attended the summit. On November 8th, President Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces İlham and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva planted trees on the Cıdır plain and then met with the military personnel.
Within the framework of 44,000 tree planting campaign held in honor of the 44-day victory and implemented throughout the country, President İlham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva planted trees on Cıdır plain. Measures undertaken to restore environmental balance in the territories liberated from the occupation also cover the restoration of Topxana forest. The Heydər Əliyev Foundation also held a tree planting campaign implemented by the volunteers of the Regional Development Public Association in Topxana forest. Different trees were planted in the area of 3 hectares. Afterwards, President İlham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva met with the servicemen. The ceremony started with the performance of the state anthem. After the congratulations extended by President İlham Aliyev to all the personnel of the armed forces of the Republic of Azerbaijan and Azerbaijani people on the occasion of the Victory Day, the dear memory of our martyrs who had died heroically for the liberation of our motherland was commemorated. In his speech, the head of state accentuated that Azerbaijan had restored its territorial integrity and historical justice. Azerbaijan claimed victory in 44 days by destroying all the fortifications, military positions of Armenia, which had been set up for 30 years, and this glorious victory was gifted to our nation by tens of thousands of heroic military servicemen.
Günü bizim bayrağımızdır. Bu zafer bayramıdır. Bu reşadet bayramıdır.
The Victory Day is our holiday. This is a Victory Day, Valor Day, Justice Day, National Pride and National Dignity Day. We restored our dignity. We will live forever as a victorious country and nation. We will live forever in Karabakh and Zangezur. And if any forces in Armenia took a dim view at us, undertake any revanchist attempts, they will see our iron fist. Our fist is here.
Görecektir bizim yumruğumuzu. Bizim yumruğumuz yerindedir.
Then, First Lieutenant of Special Forces, recipient of Karabakh Order Polat Feyzullayev, Major of the Mobile Forces of the State Border Service, Hero of the Patriotic War Elvin Safarov, Colonel of the Special Forces of the Internal Troops, Hero of the Patriotic War Zafar Yusipov, addressed the ceremony. Afterwards, President İlham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva posed for commemorative photos with military personnel.
The same day, President İlham Aliyev received a delegation led by Minister of National Defense of the Republic of Turkey, Hulusi Akar.
Hoş geldiniz. Günaydın. Saygılar sunuyoruz, hizmetler ediyoruz. Sağ olun. Bayramımızı kutluyoruz. Tebrik ediyoruz. Tebrik ediyoruz. Sağ olun. Sağ olun. Bayramımız kutlu olsun.
Zaferiniz kutlu olsun. Bayramınız kutlu olsun. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım.
Minister Hulusi Akar extended Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's greetings and holiday congratulations to President İlham Aliyev and the people of Azerbaijan. The head of state thanked for Recep Tayyip Erdogan's greetings and holiday congratulations and asked the minister to extend his greetings to the Turkish president. Hulusi Akar, on his behalf, also congratulated the head of state on the occasion of the Victory Day. Expressing his gratitude for the congratulations, President İlham Aliyev noted that Hulusi Akar's visit to Shusha, together with the Turkish Armed Forces leadership on this holiday, was of crucial importance, recalling with satisfaction President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's recent visit to Vizuli and Zangilan districts, the The head of state described this as a symbol of friendly and brotherly relations between the two countries. President İlham once again hailed Turkish support for Azerbaijan during the Patriotic War and emphasized that bilateral relations had been raised to a higher level during the post-war period. The sides exchanged views on prospects for bilateral cooperation. Then they posed for photos.
On November 12th, the ceremony to inaugurate a new building of the Secretariat of the Cooperation Council of Turkic-speaking states was held in Istanbul. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham, President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Kasım-Jomart Tokayev, President of the Kyrgyz Republic, Sadir Japarov, President of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, President of Turkmenistan, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban, and Secretary General of the Cooperation Council of Turkic-speaking states, Baghdad Emreyev, attended the opening ceremony. The heads of state and government raised national flags in front of the building and cut the ribbon symbolizing the opening of new Secretariat building. The 8th Summit of the Cooperation Council of Turkic-speaking states kicked off in Istanbul on November 12th. President İlham attended the summit.
The heads of state and government who took part in the 8th Summit of the Cooperation Council of Turkic-speaking states arrived in Istanbul to the island of democracy and freedom. It should be noted that the island, formerly known as Yasiyada, was renamed Island of Democracy and Freedom in 2013, and in 2015, reconstruction work began here. Following the reconstruction, which completed last year, an opening ceremony was held in May with the participation of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The Adnan Menderes Congress Center, the May 27th History Plateau, and the Democracy and Human Rights Museums, halls for international gatherings and other buildings have been built on the 18-hectare island, a symbol of Turkish democracy. A lighthouse, a symbol of democracy, has been erected on the island. Then the heads of state and government took a joint photo. Speaking at the meeting of the Council of Heads of State, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan greeted all the guests in Istanbul and expressed confidence that the summit would open a new stage in the relations between the member countries. Noting that trade between Turkic-speaking countries now stands at $21 billion, Recep Tayyip Erdogan also spoke about the importance of strengthening transport and logistic ties between the member countries. Stating that the forum is dedicated to green technologies and smart cities in the digital age, Recep Tayyip Erdogan stressed the creative work done in Zengilan in this regard. Recep Tayyip Erdogan stressed the importance of joint efforts in the fight against global warming and terrorism. Then, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan presented to President İlham the Supreme Order of Turkic World.
Nişan tevcih törenimize geçiyoruz.
President of Turkey noted that under President İlham Aliyev's resolute leadership, the occupation of Karabakh, which lasted about 30 years, was ended in a matter of 44 days. This is of great importance not only for our Azerbaijani brothers, but also for the entire Turkic world, said President Erdogan, and added, as a result of the patriotic war, UN Security Council resolutions that had not been implemented for years had finally been implemented. In this way, Azerbaijan has inscribed a message of justice in the memory of the international community. The re-establishment of Azerbaijan's territorial integrity has expanded the unity and equality of the Turkic world. Xarı Bülbül, which is a symbol of the freedom of Karabakh, was the herald of victory for the Turkic world. President of Turkey expressed his deep satisfaction with the presentation of Supreme Order of the Turkic world to President İlham Aliyev and remembered with gratitude our heroes who rose to the peak of martyrdom on the path to freedom. President İlham Aliyev expressed his deep gratitude for this award and said it was a great honor and responsibility at the same time, saying that his joy was coupled by the fact that this order was awarded by the heads of state members of the Turkic Council. The head of state added that this was the assessment of his work and activity. Therefore, I express my deep gratitude for this award on behalf of all the Azerbaijani people, because I think that this order is the award given to the Azerbaijani people, said President İlham Aliyev in his remarks. President of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, thanked President İlham Aliyev for his remarks. Speaking at the summit, First President of Kazakhstan, Honorary Chairman of the Turkic Council, Elbasi Nursultan Nazarbayev, President of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, President of Kazakhstan, Kasım-Jomart Tokayev, Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban, congratulated President İlham Aliyev on Azerbaijan's victory in the Great Patriotic War, achievements made by Azerbaijan in recent years, and on its successful two-year chairmanship of the Cooperation Council. At the end of the summit, the decision to rename the Cooperation Council of Turkic-speaking states to the Organization of Turkic States, the decision to grant Turkmenistan observer status in the Organization of Turkic States, the decision to award the President of Azerbaijan with the Supreme Order of the Turkic world, the declaration of the 8th Summit of the Turkic Council, the decision on the adoption of the document Vision of the Turkic World 2040, the decision on the Alisher Navai International Award for contributions to the unity of the Turkic world, the decision on the rules of observer status in the Organization of Turkic States, the decision on the establishment of partnership status in the Organization of Turkic States, the decision on the rules on the rights of the Honorary Chairman of the Organization of Turkic States, the decision on extension of the term of the office of the Secretary General of the Turkic Council, an appointment of Deputy Secretaries General, and the decision on the completion of establishment of the investment fund of the Organization of Turkic States were signed.
Following the summit, an official dinner reception was hosted on behalf of President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, in honor of heads of state and governments of the Cooperation Council of Turkic-speaking states. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, attended the reception.
Expressing his satisfaction with meeting the Kyrgyz President Sardar Japarov, President İlham Aliyev noted that it was quite remarkable that they were meeting on the sidelines of the Turkic Council event, saying that the Council was transforming into an organization and that this summit will be of historic importance for the entire Turkic world. The head of state added that this was a good opportunity to talk about bilateral relations between the two countries. We look forward to active interaction on a wide range of issues, political and economic issues, as well as those related to the humanitarian sphere. I think there is good potential on the entire spectrum of issues. There have already been meetings at the level of foreign ministers and a visit of your foreign minister to Azerbaijan. Therefore, I think we will give a good impetus to the further development of our ties for the benefit of our countries and peoples, so that cooperation between our countries is full and focused on the final result. Once again, I am very glad to meet you, said President İlham Aliyev. Thanking President İlham Aliyev, President of Kyrgyz Republic Sardar Japarov said Kyrgyzstan and Azerbaijan were fraternal countries, and Kyrgyzstan always rejoiced in the successes and achievements of the fraternal Azerbaijani people. Thanks to your wise policy, Azerbaijan has significantly strengthened its positions in the world. The relations between our countries are based on strong bonds of friendship and brotherhood arising from a common history, culture, language, spiritual and religious values. The foundation of modern interstate relations between the Kyrgyz Republic and the Republic of Azerbaijan was laid by an outstanding personality of international scale, your father Heydar Aliyev. The people of Kyrgyzstan cherish the memory of Heydar Aliyev and value his historical contributions contribution to strengthening the centuries-old friendship between our countries. Taking this opportunity, I would like to express my gratitude to you for providing humanitarian aid in the form of 40,000 doses of AstraZeneca vaccine. Not being a vaccine manufacturer and using its own supplies, Azerbaijan made this valuable gesture. I regard all this as a manifestation of friendship and brotherhood. Thank you again for your help, said Sadr Japarov. The sides also discuss issues relating to expanding trade and economic relations, strengthening the ties between the two countries in the field of investment, energy, transport and other sectors, as well as within the international organizations.
On November 30th, President İlham Aliyev completed the visit to the Republic of Turkey. A guard of honor was arranged for the Azerbaijani president at the Atatürk airport in Istanbul, decorated with the national flags of the two countries. President İlham Aliyev received visiting delegation led by head of the Turkey-Azerbaijan Interparliamentary Friendship Group, İlham, on November 9th.
Head of the Turkey-Azerbaijan Interparliamentary Friendship Group, İlham, congratulated President İlham Aliyev and the people of Azerbaijan on the occasion of the Victory Day and extended his best wishes. The head of our state thanked for the congratulations and best wishes. During the meeting, touching on the importance of the victory in the Great Patriotic War, the side said that this was welcomed with a great feeling of joy by the entire Turkish world. The political and moral support extended by Turkey, personally by the President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Turkish members of parliament, was underlined. In the course of the conversation, the parties expressed their confidence that friendly and fraternal relations between Azerbaijan and Turkey, including in the field of interparliamentary cooperation, will strengthen and expand from now on.
On November 10, President İlham Aliyev received chairman of the all-party parliamentary group on Azerbaijan, Bob Blackman.
The sides noted that the bilateral relations between Azerbaijan and the United Kingdom have a very good history since the first days of Azerbaijan's independence, and that the ties are currently developing successfully. Pointing out fruitful energy relations, the long-term successful Operation BP in Azerbaijan was emphasized. The importance of interparliamentary cooperation in the development of bilateral relations was underlined at the meeting. The sides exchanged views on prospects for bilateral relations.
November 11th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, received Chief Executive Officer of BP, Bernard Looney.
BP Chief Executive Officer Bernard Looney congratulated the head of state on Azerbaijan's achievements since they last met. Expressing his gratitude for the congratulations, President İlham Aliyev congratulated Bernard Looney on the joint accomplishments in respect to the Thousand Gas Corridor and reiterated that the project had been achieved through the joint efforts of Azerbaijan and BP. BP's strongest in the world partnership with Azerbaijan, including with Sorka, was hailed at the meeting. Azerbaijan was also described as the strongest partner of BP. It was noted that Azerbaijan enjoyed a rich history and bright future of cooperation with the company based on mutual trust. The sides noted that BP's interest in renewable energy is in line with Azerbaijan's energy strategy, adding that the expansion of cooperation with BP in this area was being reviewed. Pointing to the importance of BP's renewable energy plants in the liberated areas, the sides expressed their hope that it would contribute to transforming the areas into green energy ones as stated by Azerbaijan. The parties noted that this work had great potential, especially given that Azerbaijan had diversified energy links with neighboring countries and that the country produced more energy than it needed. Recalling the initiatives of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev to develop hydrocarbon resources for the benefit of Azerbaijan, Bernard Looney congratulated President İlham Aliyev on his ideas related to the issue of energy transfer. BP CEO Bernard Looney praised Azerbaijan's efforts in the field of environmental protection, saying that the country was among the world's leading states in this area and that the environmental standards and protection of environmental regulation in Azerbaijan was stronger than in many developed countries. President İlham Aliyev highlighted the large-scale measures taken in Azerbaijan to protect the environment.
That was all for this week. Thank you for watching us and see you next Sunday.